Hello, comrade. You probably don't know me, but if you've come to this desolate little place on YouTube, then you probably had the misfortune of getting your account disabled on Discord. And you're not alone, my friend. Me and plenty of others have had the same fate. And I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but your chances of getting your account back are pretty slim. And it's not because whatever you did is unforgivable or anything, it's just because Discord support straight up sucks. Now don't get me wrong, the platform itself is great and I use it every day, but their support team is as useful as pedals on a fucking wheelchair, and their report system works on a fuck you first, ask questions later principle. Don't believe me? Here's a video I made 6 months ago showing the general experience I had with Discord support, and long story short, they couldn't give less of a shit that you're disabled and will literally give you the exact same answer over and over again instead of giving you any chance of a conversation. Actually, let me just show you the official transparency report from Discord of what they did at the start of this year. A lesson in Discord's corporate bullshit, if you will. The report states that they want to build trust of their users, blah blah blah. Let's just look at the numbers, shall we? Here you see that the amount of user reports they receive has steadily increased over the months. But the reports were for... oh, look at that, account deletions. Here we see that they've deleted more accounts than the previous year. And they've warned less accounts than the previous year. Ain't that just fucking curious, huh? It suggests that Trust and Safety handled a greater number of cases in the first half of 2021, with content that warranted immediate removal from the platform. No, it suggests that Trust and Safety has been slacking off, and instead of properly investigating the whole situation as they should have, they've been taking down accounts for more and more minor reasons. There is no goddamn way that as time passes people on Discord become more extreme with what they do. You're not some hive mind that increasingly gets more aggressive. Truth is, more and more people have been getting reported, and Discord has been letting less and less of it slide with just a warning. Hell, I've heard of accounts getting taken down for just joining a server to report it. There are people going out of their way to expose illegal servers, and the only thanks they get is getting disabled along with the criminals he just exposed. And let's not forget the fact that false reports are against TOS as well, meaning that if whatever you reported doesn't immediately appear as incriminating evidence, the lazy fucks over at Discord HQ could just get you taken down instead to save time on reading more of whatever you try to show them. Welp, guess we better just let the criminals be, cause we ain't getting treated any better than the damn criminals anyway. Also, can we talk about the fact that they've been deleting accounts for self-harm concerns? Like, have you been having problems with self-harm? Let me just delete your fucking account, that'll fucking help. And also, let me emphasize how underhanded Discord can be when it comes to taking people down. If a server were to get reported and Discord decided to take action, they wouldn't just disable everyone inside. They would disable them and booby-trap the server, making it so that anyone else who attempts to join gets disabled as well. No warning or anything. You can be the most innocent man on Discord, never touched a woman in your life, never had a sinful thought ever since the church beat it out of you, but if you click that booby-trapped link, even if you did it so you can only report the place, you're going down, no questions asked. And the reason this video is tied with phone verification as well is because getting asked to verify by phone can sometimes also be a sign of your account being taken down. Now you may be thinking, but Z-Pups, I can just put in my phone number and I'll be able to use my account again. The thing is, that's where they get you. Discord can be trashy enough to ask for your phone number only so they can blacklist it. They will only let you know your account is disabled after you give them your phone number. And I imagine the phone number becomes unusable right away as well, since it would only make sense to do this when someone is getting permabanned, as their idea of a permaban is to make it so that any accounts with your IP address need to verify by phone and to make your phone number unusable. Though it would be a real shame if someone bypassed that by getting a new phone number or changing their IP address using a VPN or just by leaving their router turned off overnight. Now let's take a look at the most important part. How many accounts have they actually restored? Trust and Safety has reinstated 3,226 of the 470,465 non-spam related disabled accounts. To emphasize how absurdly low of a number that is, they literally reinstate less than 1% of the accounts that they disable. Or maybe I'm counting this wrong. Assuming only 104,635 of all the disabled accounts appealed to get reinstated, that's still just 3% of accounts that have been restored. The unban rate of many categories dropped significantly from our previous report. And you're telling me y'all didn't see the problem here? It's your own damn report and you couldn't see that your support system has a growing problem of being less and less helpful. If you get reported, they will disable you in an instant. If you try to contact them, they will send their heartless bot named Clyde to deny you. If you didn't feel depressed yet, then trying to get back your account will probably be what gets you. Trust me, I've been there. Suddenly getting cut off from everything like this. Looking for any glimmer of hope out there on the internet. And I'm sorry to say that there's not much hope to be found. But don't worry, comrade. I'll help you get through this hell of a day you're having. Now you may be desperate to get back your account as soon as you can, since you probably had a lot of friends on there and a lot of memories you don't want to lose. But trust me when I say that there's no easy way to go back at this point. Discord support is really slow, and this is going to be more of a test of luck than anything in most cases. Now you may see quote-unquote people recommending quote-unquote hackers in the comments of this video and any other videos about getting disabled too, but those are just scammers out for your money. If there were really honest people out there who got back their accounts that way, they wouldn't need these bot accounts to advertise for them. If you see one on this video, just ping me and I'll make sure it's gone. I try to delete them as fast as I can, but sometimes some slip by in the replies of other comments and whatnot, so a heads up is always appreciated. Anyway, so what should you do then? Well, at this point it doesn't matter whatever you did. I know it's tempting to go write out an honest apology explaining your actions and whatnot. I know I did, but trust me, they do not bother to read long letters. Or at the very least, they don't care if you spill your heart out and tell the whole story of how you got disabled. Of course, if your crime against Discord was that you were under 13 years old, or at least said you were, then you can try to prove you're older by sending a picture of you holding your ID and Discord tag on paper to show that you're old enough. And if you are old enough, then it shouldn't be too hard to prove it if you want your account back. But if you're not old enough, well, technically you'd have to stay off of Discord until you're 13, but you and I both know that if you're watching this video, then you probably didn't care about that rule in the first place. And you sure as hell don't have the patience to wait months or even years until you can go back, so here's what you should do. There is no other way but to do this, but you might have to think outside the box a little, seeing as you can't get this done the legit way. Think of it as a test. There is a way to get past this, and you most likely have the tools to do it already. And if you can figure this out, then maybe you're smart enough for Discord. And if you can get it done without being a prick, then maybe you've got some maturity too. Good luck! Now here's what to do when you've got the picture. You go to Discord's submit a request page, select trust and safety, update my age, and say that your account was taken down by mistake and you can prove you're old enough and attach the files with proof. And if it all works out, then congrats! You've successfully bypassed Discord's bullshit. Now just never say your real age anywhere unless you become older than 13. Not even as a joke, because if some dumbass reports it, then the retards at Discord HQ can take it seriously and disable you again for pretending that you're a 5-year-old on a keyboard. If you don't wanna lie about your age, you can always just say that you don't wanna say your age if someone asks. It'll keep you from getting disabled and keep any servers you're in safe as well, because Discord doesn't like when owners allow people under 13 to stay in their servers. And if anyone asks, we never talked. I refuse to be legally responsible for every underage person on Discord. But what if you're disabled for something other than age? Well, your best bet is to go with a short and vague apology like in most videos you might see of people who got their accounts back. There are plenty of examples to pick from, just you know. Try not to sound retarded or something. Discord disabled my account on Discord? You know, shouldn't on Discord. You're contacting Discord support, not your local Burger King chain or something. Just keep it short and keep it polite. Here, I'll even give you my own example that doesn't sound like you have brain damage and doesn't make you a bootlicker. You can tailor it to fit your own case and add any other important details. Or you can just send it as is. Point is to get the idea across that you're not spawn of Satan and you can learn from your mistakes. Once you get your email ready, just send it and wait for a reply. If they deny it, just keep sending it over and over and hope that you get a reply by someone else other than Clydebot. Because if the email comes with a name that isn't Clyde, it means you actually had a chance there, even if it was still a no. And if you see Clyde, well then they literally just said fuck you and ignored anything you had to say. A good rule of thumb is they only wait 1 or 2 days between emails. If you get no reply in that time span, you might as well just send another email because you only got about a month before your account becomes a deleted user. Some people have gotten their accounts back, so it is possible. But those are the lucky few of us and you shouldn't get your hopes up. It's good to at least try to get your account back just in case your luck is better than it is for most of us. But even then it can take days for Discord support to respond, and in extremely unlucky cases it is possible for accounts to be permanently disabled, in which case you don't even get the chance to appeal, so you're better off working on a plan B. So what's plan B then? Well, it's simple really. You create a new account, try to get back the friends and servers you had, and from now on keep a copy of all the tags of your friends and invites to the servers you like. Even if you do somehow manage to get your main account back, it's good to have a backup ready in case it gets disabled again. And before you ask, no, Discord support can't provide you with a list of friends and servers you had. They won't even transfer any servers you owned unless they were public, and note emphasis on public, as what it means isn't that you've been spreading invites everywhere you could, but that your server had this little community thing enabled, which isn't that hard to do, to be fair. You just need these two boxes to be checked, and it can probably even be done by your admins. The server also needs to have at least 100 members, and your new account needs to be admin in that server, which is probably unlikely, knowing most people don't prepare for something like this to happen to them. However, if you do meet the criteria, just don't have an alt account with admin privileges, you can probably transfer ownership to a trusted admin and have them hand it back to you, or maybe just see if that admin can create a lower admin role for you to claim ownership. Just keep in mind you might need to wait a month before you can transfer ownership, because Discord has a policy of not transferring ownership unless the owner has been inactive for more than a month. And if you didn't have a server but you're interested in a place where all the people who lost their accounts can gather, I can offer you a safe haven in my own personal server. Everyone is welcome, no matter what rule you might have broken or how you've been spending your time on Discord until now. Just don't do anything that could risk us getting disabled or our server taken down. The rules are simple. You laugh, you lose. Wait, fuck, whose script is this? I haven't bothered to make any specific rules yet, but as long as you follow the OS and the server and use common sense, you're all good. Personally, I think it could be a great place for people who lost their accounts to gather, especially if multiple people lost their accounts together due to a server getting nuked by Discord and are looking for a way to find each other again. Here's a message from one of our satisfied customers.
This server is terrible, man. I hate this. It fucking works like shit in here. It's like Call of Duty lobbying on drugs. I can't count how many times you guys call me the N-word.
Anyway, we've got fun people, voice chats, roles, What? What do you mean I can't have that role? It's racist. Fine. Well, anyway, the place is great and I like to make videos with people I meet on there. I might get into streaming on Twitch as well, so if I do, that's where you'd find notifications about it. I don't always have time for it all, unfortunately, but if you wanna hang out and maybe even be in a video sometime, link is in the description. But enough about the server, is there anything else to know? Well, let's take a look at what you have lost and what you can recover. Your friends? However you find those again is up to you, but I imagine your best bet would be any servers you shared, although most likely you won't find them all unless you are somehow prepared for this. Your servers? If you still have invites to those, they don't seem to get deleted unless that server was where you broke the OS. But you most likely won't be getting back your owner status unless it was a pretty big server. Your Nitro? Assuming you had it, it should automatically cancel and stop renewing after you've been disabled, so you don't have to worry about Discord stealing your money. What about your Discord account info? Well, the stuff you said will be staying around, it's just that you'll eventually become a deleted user, which is usually about after a month or so. During that 1 month period, however, your email will be unavailable to be used to make Discord accounts, but it'll go back to normal after your account is fully deleted though. What doesn't get deleted though is your phone number. Even after your account becomes deleted, your phone number will stay invalid to be used for any new accounts. Now apparently there is a way to recover your phone number. Okay, so originally I was gonna talk about getting locked out of your account to get back your phone number and another bypass I found involving two-factor authentication. But me and the boys over at my server have found that you only need to put in your old number into your new account to get it transferred, even if the old account was recently disabled. It's a lot more straightforward than I thought at first, but I'm leaving this part in because it provides a bit of info about another flaw of Discord. If you keep logging in and out of your account until you get asked to verify by phone number for suspicious activity, you can make the phone number transfer from your old account to your new one and get this email saying that it transferred. Yeah, don't do this. Just put in the number here, and you'll get the email anyway. I can't confirm that one myself though, since my account is long gone. However, if you do wanna try it, do it on an alt account so you don't get locked out of your new main account, because if you need to verify by phone and don't have a phone number to do it with, Discord support won't be able to help you because they were too dumb to build in a restore feature for accounts that got locked out that way, and that account will be pretty much lost until you give it a phone number. And no, temporarily using someone else's number won't work, because once you try to remove the number from an account that was locked for suspicious activity, it will immediately lock you out again, and you'll also have to wait a while until you can put in the same number because Discord doesn't allow you to use numbers that were recently used to verify an account. But what if you don't have a phone number and Discord is asking you to verify to get back into your account? Well, you can download an app called Temp Number. It's an app that creates virtual numbers every few days, which should work to verify your Discord account as long as no one's used the number yet. If all the numbers are used, just wait until there are some new numbers, and if you manage to get to them first before some other Discord user, just put it into your account and check the messages on the number to verify yourself. So just a heads up, by the looks of it, the numbers that get added most often are from America, Canada, and Britain, and as far as I've tested, the American and Canadian numbers don't seem to work for Discord, so your best bet is to just become British. Of course, it doesn't have to be using the temp number app. There are plenty of other places that can give you a virtual number. The only problem is that they often require you to pay for these numbers, and I imagine most people would rather not pay for a number just to use Discord. I also tried Wi-Fi calling apps, but these seem to create American numbers, and American numbers don't work on Discord for some reason, so I had to stick with virtual numbers instead. But the main problem with free virtual numbers is that there are plenty of Discord users that are forced to verify phone numbers every day, so you need to be quick about it. Just check back every hour or so in case new numbers get added. Last time I managed to get a number to work was when I caught one about 30 minutes after it was created. To be fair, only 2 British numbers were created that time, and the first one was already grabbed by someone else. But if there are more numbers, then you're probably gonna have a bit more time before other Discord users get to them all. In a perfect world, we could all just reuse these numbers, but unfortunately Discord doesn't work like that, and you probably will get your number stolen off of your account in about a day, so keep in mind this is just a temporary fix in most cases, and you're better off working on getting a new account while the number still hasn't been stolen. Alternatively, if you have some spare change, you can always just go to the store, buy a SIM card and verify with that number, then throw it away. But like, you know, shit, you can bypass phone verification without the actual phone number. I wish I didn't have to be Captain Obvious here, but Discord has made it very hard to bypass phone verification in a long-term way. So if you want to keep the account that's been locked by phone verification, then you might want to consider making the enormous investment that is buying a SIM card. Hi, C-Bubs from the future here. While I was working on this, a kind troll out in the wild showed me his ways. Turns out there's a little Polish app called 2NR, which creates temporary Polish numbers. It's a little clunky, having to refresh a bunch of times before you get a number, but I tried it and the second number I got actually worked for verification. So this might actually be the best option for numbers so far, seeing how quickly it can give you another number. But the first number I got did come up as invalid, so it might take a few tries before you get a working number. Also, as some of you may know, when you try to log in, you can either choose to do it by email or phone number. So wouldn't that mean having a public phone number make you exposed to getting hacked? Well, not really. The worst thing anyone can do is try to guess your password. If they try the forgot password option, the phone number gets a message that tells you to check your email if you want to reset your password, which can safely just be ignored. Ideally, you should keep your real phone number away from Discord because of their bullshit feature of keeping it stored in their system as an invalid number if you get disabled and don't recover it from your Discord account in time. Although recently I've noticed the problem of new accounts instantly getting locked by a phone verification screen, and I'm talking 100% freshly made accounts with no suspicious activity at all. If that's really the direction Discord is gonna go in, then the future of Discord seems pretty grim.
Discord is, so it's just imagine a place.
Yeah, imagine a fucking dumpster fire apparently with how shit of a service y'all are making us out to be. Or maybe it's just me that constantly gets locked out by verification screens when I'm not busy getting disabled. Or maybe it's cause I use fake emails for those accounts. I sure hope it's just me and not Discord going down the fucking shitter. Now, as some of you may know, my original account is long since gone, along with its phone number, and no matter what way I try to use it on Discord, it always says it's invalid. So is there a way to recover your phone number after it's been marked as invalid? Well, I tried to email them about that. At first, I tried submitting a request through their official support page, which only gave this long automated response that explains questions people most often have about verifying by phone. But unfortunately, it doesn't explain what happens with your phone number after you get disabled, and replying to that email to forward the request to Discord support did nothing, so I had to make an email the old-fashioned way, which quickly got me an actual reply by someone named Unban F. He said that he will escalate my ticket to another team member and apologize for the inconvenience. And then he died! I tried contacting him again a week later to see if he might rise from the dead, to at least let me know they couldn't do shit. But my man was literally decomposing at this point. Rest in peace, Arman F. Here in Lithuania we'd call you Armin Ass, but I sure hope having an arm in your ass wasn't the reason you died, my man. However, I wasn't about to give up. I wanted answers, and sacrificing a few Discord support members is not much of a loss considering they might as well already be brain dead with how slow and useless they are, so I sent some more emails. No response. And then I sent even more emails, until I finally got a reply from Boku SS, nearly 2 weeks after the death of Arman, and he said he'd do the exact same thing as Arman did. We both knew it was a suicide mission, but I put my trust in him to succeed where Arman failed. But then he died. The next one on the chopping block was John T. And it's cute that Discord hires even illiterate people, but buddy, pal, I did not ask you to copy-paste whatever bullshit about phone numbers you could find first. No, that is not my problem, and no, my number is not on timeout. Unless you can call being forever invalid a fucking timeout. I sent a message explaining that just in case, but knowing John, he wouldn't have been able to read it anyway. Then I spent over a month not bothering to send any more letters to Discord, so the brainless slugs working there don't overheat. But then suddenly, a wild reply appears. It's from Discord Trust and Safety Team. Let's see what he had to say. An invalid number error means that the number you provided is ineligible for use. No fucking shit, it's ineligible. It took you over a fucking month to state the fucking obvious. I emailed you to ask you to fucking fix that, and all you did was sit with your thumbs up your fucking asses for over a month, only to come back and tell me that the bear shits in the woods. You might as well not even have a support team if all your staff can do is state the fucking obvious. If you want something done better, do it yourself, eh? After clicking every button I could find, I happened by chance to try the forget password option using my phone number, and then I got my answer. Your account is banned until April 21st, and I got disabled on April 16th, which would mean there's a bit of time for you to recover your phone number before it becomes invalid. So if you've come to this video freshly disabled and had a phone number, run now. Now I still gotta wait until that date to know for sure if I'll get back my phone number or not, but this proves that my number might not actually be lost forever, even if the amount of time you have to wait to use it again is goddamn absurd. And the fact that with so many emails that I sent to Discord, none of the people who responded knew about this being a feature, shows how incompetent and lazy their support team is. Honestly, Discord, if you're watching this, I'm up for hire if you need support members who can actually get something done. I don't know where you've been getting your team members from until now, but clearly these chumps don't know what they're working with or are too lazy to even try. Hell, I could probably do a better job with half the working hours. I mean, I've already been a user for years and know the ins and outs of Discord, especially after making this vid. Besides, a lot of people already seek my advice when it comes to getting disabled, so it would just make it more convenient for me to have the tools to help them. Or you know, you could just watch as more and more your community realizes how incompetent you and your teams are. Now, seeing as Discord remembers your phone number if you don't retrieve it in time, I happen to also check how the overall privacy works, and most of it is honestly not too shabby. They don't keep deleted messages, they wipe any uploaded files you delete, the servers are normally not even watched and the calls are unmonitored. So if you happen to post or say something that you think could get you taken down, deleting it could just save your account. But do keep in mind they keep your IP address stored in case they decide to permaban you, which is not exactly ideal. Also, inactive accounts can supposedly exist forever until you ask to delete them, and servers can exist as long as you have members in them, even if the original owner were to get banned off of Discord and have their account deleted. Or at least in theory, servers like that are supposed to disappear after they no longer have members. I happen to have a server with no members that I lost ownership of, and I even left it myself, meaning it's completely empty now, but it's been like a month and the server is still there, so I can't really say for sure if empty servers do disappear eventually. Anyway, getting disabled can come with a lot of trial and error. Maybe it's because of something you do, or maybe it's just because of something you said or did just once. It could be because of some bad person you thought was your friend, or just a server where someone didn't like you. Whatever it was, you're gonna need to rethink everything that happened prior to you getting disabled if you want it to never happen again. There are people you shouldn't trust and places you shouldn't be in out there. But I hope this video can at least help you sort yourself out and recover from this. Maybe you won't get everything back, but you're always welcome to my server if you ever need a place to stay in and wanna meet people who went through the same thing as you. Just as long as you can behave yourself, of course. I'd rather not lose the whole server because someone liked children a little too much and accidentally dropped their 4 terabytes of questionable age characters covered in the secret sauce. We can get you some not safe for work channels if need be for actual stuff that's allowed in Discord. Just stick to the safe stuff or I'll put you in a jar. Trust me, you don't wanna go in the jar. Honestly, maybe we're just too different from the rest of Discord, eh? We're too based for the cringe lords working at Discord.
We might take us down, but we shall rise again, baptized by the fires of trash few support teams, so we shall flock together as comrades and stand against the tyranny of discord.
Or something like that. Would be cool to have a revolution and get some positive change for once, but you know, a revolution is of the people and I'm just a single man. So who knows? Maybe if we all gathered, Discord would eventually improve its horrendous support system. Probably just wishful thinking, but hey, there's always a chance. But until then, we just have to hope and do our part. Stay strong, comrade. Because if we don't stand up to Discord's incompetence, then who will?